Welcome all to the weekly outlook. Boone here from EWPRO. Looking at the DXY on the daily, we broke this top here, just broke that top there last week, and we got that bearish divergence. So we're looking for downside, and we may even get down to this 100 fib on the weekly for a larger A, B, C, and it may even go lower. But we will start to look for downside. On the H4, last week, we had this 3 up here. And pretty much at the start of the week, we got this down here, and we're getting this bearish setup in here. So, you know, you definitely want to be looking to take this. We got that bearish divergence, and we got a little flat in here. So any little bearish flag you get, look for the sell. On the H1, so why this trend line here holds, you can look for shorts. And but your first target will be that 100 fib on the H1, and then the 161.8. So your first target and second target on the H1, we can just take half off at the 100 fib and let the rest run for the daily. You may get down to that weekly 100 fib. But this is a nice setup here. Any sell setup you get, any bearish flag, look for that sell. AU on the daily, we bounced off that 161.8 last week in wave Y. It's nothing to say that it's over, but it's looking like it may be over on the lower time frames. We've got this getting a trend line here, trend line break here now, and we had a little flat in here for the buy. So again, same as DXY. If you get any little bullish setup in here, any flag in here, look for that buy. While this trend line here holds, look for the buys. EU on the daily, we broke that low over here. So we got that A, B, C. Wave C went and broke the low of wave B, which was nice. It was good to get that break. So now we're definitely looking for buys. We got that bullish divergence. So on the H4, nothing's changed. We're starting to get a higher high here now. So a nice break above there. We're breaking the trend line. Any bullish flag or correction, look for that buy. So we're really looking for dollar weakness this in the coming week. You sort of got a flat in here. It was very messy, but you got a WX and you're getting a wave Y up now. So again, for a target, you know, your first target is that 100 fib. And then you can target that 161.8 as your second target. Or if you're going for the daily trade, well, you can look for the break of the top, because we got the ABC on the daily, so you can look to go and break that top. GU on the daily, again, we got that ABC. This has come back really deep in here, which you don't really like, but it still can go. This may be the end of wave C here, or it may turn more complex, but we're looking for the buy, you know, like last week. Well, I think in last week we were looking, we had this little bear flag in here and we got that. We're then looking for the buy. We're saying, you know, this can go and break that low. Price can come and break this low here, and it's still going to be a B wave. So we've completed that B wave now, and we've got a little flat in here for more upside. So we're looking for that C up at least, and it can go up and break the top on the daily. So you know, you want to be looking for these trades. So GY, it still hasn't broken this trend line here, but any little flag you get in here, you know, here's your 100 fib here, and there's your 161.8, where you can go for the if it starts to get really impulsive, you know, keep it and look at that H400 fib. You know, there's heaps of targets to the upside. Get out of half, get it to break even, and then just hold the rest and see where it turns. When you get a big turn, we'll take the rest off on. You can always get it back into the buy, but we're at the start, so you know, really want to be in these buys. You know, like I said, I got in this buy down here last week, so you know, definitely want to be in these buys. NU on the daily. NU bounced clean off this 100 fib, which is nice. So we got that A, B, C. So this can go now and go and break that top. We've got the larger correction. H4. We're always looking for this, you know, as a flat in here because it was so choppy. So we're looking for that one down. We're looking for last week WXY. We had the wave Y, and we're looking for a possible X2 and then a Z down to finish off that wave C down to the 100 fib there. Instead, it's just bounced off that 100 fib, daily 100 fib, and it's taken off. And it's very impulsive. So, you know, we want to get in these. So again, like most of the others, we've got this trend line here. Why this trend line here holds, look for the buys. So if you get any bullish flag up here, you know, look for that buy. And again, you'll be looking to break the daily top because we got 3 down on the daily. UY on the daily. This is a little bit different. We got this A, B, C. We got that C down. Then we were looking to go and break that top. Instead, we're getting, you know, all this in here. I'm not sure why I still got that arrow on there. I thought I removed it, but it's removed now. On the H4, we're getting. I'll put this out on the room on Monday, like these arrows. You know, I was looking for this sort of structure here, and last week, weekly outlook. So we got this 1, 2, 3. Looking at 1, 2, 3. So we get a double 3 there, and then we may get 5 down. You know, because this is so choppy in here. If this was the end of wave C, you know, we should have just broken out and then given a nice correction and then more upside. Like I said, you know, we're getting all this in here. This is nice for scalping, but not so much for longer term. So I can take these arrows off now. So we were looking for that one down. That one bounced clean off that 100 fib there, like the A, B, C. Then I'm looking for that buy. Got a nice little buy set up in here for the buy. It hasn't quite got up to the top there, but it doesn't have to. We've broken above this top here. That's all it needed to do for the A, B, C. And now we'll be looking for that downside. You've broken out. You've broken out of here. Draw some sort of a trend line through there. So again, you get a little bearish flag in. Look for that there. And then, if you get a bullish flag down here, you can look for the buy. This will be nice for scalping if this corrective structure plays out. It's playing out nicely at the moment. So, if you want to scalp it, you can. But yeah. This one here and this one here are the ones you don't want to miss. Like this one here was a bit risky because it was small. This one was okay. Got a nice entry on this one. But yeah, any sell setup, look for that sell at this stage and then start looking for the buy. Use Sheffy's very similar on the lower time frames. This one's on the daily though. We got this impulse up here, and we're looking at this as a B. It's not really giving a clear structure. That's the problem. Really would have liked that, like A, B, C up in here, and then a C down. It's playing silly buggers in here. It's sort of like UY. We're in a big correction in here. Going during the week, I was looking for this, and it's fallen over down here now. So, so we're looking for that A, B, C in the B wave, and then another one up, and then we'll have to see what happens, how far this one goes. This is the one you don't want to miss. Like, this is the larger A, B, this larger C up. This is the one you don't want to miss. But you can, if you get a bearish setup in here, you can look for that scalp. And then look, if you get that buy set up, look for the buy. They're all pretty much similar this week. So there should be some nice setups. Looking at the UCAD on the daily. We took out that bear hidden. We finally took out that bear hidden. So we're looking at some sort of a larger correction in here. Now this may be an A, B, C in here for a flat in here, and then give us more upside. We're looking for that 50 fib retrace of the whole move from the top. This whole move, we're looking for that 50 fib retrace. It's starting to look bearish in here when we go down on the lower time frames. Last week, I was looking for that Z up, looking for that. And that still is valid because we still do have that bullish hidden divergence here on the H4. So you will have to be a little bit careful with the short. It's looking bearish, but we really want to take out this low before we look for sells, like a break of this trend line. Break of this trend line, and then a sell set up if you're looking for the sell. Other than that, why this bottom here holds, it's really a buy. It may, if we go down on the H1, you can see this is, it started to go, but it's looking very bearish in here. I don't trust it, because we still have that bull hidden. So if you do get, like, you are getting a bearish flag in here now, you can look to take that, get it to break even, and just hold it. More than likely it'll just be a break even trade. I'm sort of thinking that we'll just get one down here breaking this low, and then we may go and break that top for the Z up, we still do have that bull hidden, possible bull hidden. So, but it's giving a sell. You can look for that. If I zoom in, you are getting a little bearish flag in here. You can look to take it against this top, but just be careful, get it to break even and manage the trade. GY on the daily, nothing's changed on the daily. We're looking for that Z up, first and second target for a couple of weeks now. Still looking for that. I think this may be over here. Like, it's like GU, we got that really deep pullback. Looking at the H4, we've got the wave Y. Well, we're looking at this A, B, C. Then we're looking at this W, X, Y, X2 in here, and then a possible Z down. We haven't broken the low of this. It would be nice if we do get that Z down, break the low of the internal B wave, like the A, the B wave in here, and then get that C up. But if we can break below there, it'd be really nice. Or even get down to this 100 fib. Give us a bit better risk reward. But sort of very choppy. I've got a correction in there. It's not really giving a buy or a sell, and there still is that possible. It hasn't given you bear hidden in here, so it is a bit risky to look for that short. I don't think it's given the bear hidden. It may be just giving that bear hidden. So really wanted to go a little bit higher, break this top here, and then if you're looking for that sell for the bear hidden, you want the trend line break and a bearish flag or correction to go short, but you need this top here to be broken first, and then draw that trend line and then wait for the break to trade that bearish hidden. And if you do get a buy set up, well, you can buy, because technically it is complete, because we only had to break below wave A, and we've done that over here. So you can look for, just be careful, because yeah, we do have that possible bear hidden, but we definitely want this top here to be broken first, and then the invalidation point for that bear hidden is up here. If the bear hidden, it more than likely just break this top and then fall over. If the bear hidden's going to play out, it won't get anywhere near this top. It'll just break this top here and then fall over. So then you can look for a sell set up after it broken that top. EG on the daily. So we got that 5 down. We got that W, X, Y, X2, Z down. Didn't hit our targets, but it broke the low, so that's nice. We're looking for that long. We've got all this bullish divergence. Like I said, I got him down here somewhere. So now it looks like we're getting a flat in here. We get an A, B, C as a regular flat, then look for the buy. Probably get some sort of a larger correction in here for the buy. Go down on the H1. I was looking for that X2 and then the Z up last week, but we never got that Z up. It never broke the top, so that's why it's looking like now we're getting that larger correction. get another one down here, and then look for that buy. It won't be a Z up. It'll be just WXY, and then larger correction, and then more upside. But we are looking for the upside. You know, we're looking for now. We're pretty much looking for that 100 fib. Sorry, the 50 fib of all this. So around this mark here, you know, we're looking for at least this 50 fib. So, you know, there's a lot of upside in it. H1, yeah. You need to, it is giving a bearish setup here. You can look for that sell, but just be mindful, get it to break even, because it may just come down to that 100 fib and then get a bounce off there. You get a bounce off the 100 fib and a buy setup, you know, look for that buy. Here I got a couple nice buys on. So looking at the daily on the EY, we bounced off that 123.6. We've got all this bearish divergence, but we got this bull hidden here. It's not valid to trade as bull hidden, but even if it's not valid to trade, usually we get a large, deep correction. And sometimes they do even break that top, like in a B wave. So we get an A, B, C. We don't know what sort of correction we're going to get, but we do have that possible bull hidden. So I am sort of looking at a larger correction, you know, back to the 90 fib sort of thing. There's a larger correction, a deeper correction, sorry. So on the H4, we got that WABC, never got anywhere near 100 fib. We got a trend line break, and we're getting a little flag in here on the lower time frames. There were a couple of nice buys on here on the H1. If people were looking for them, you got a nice buy in here. This was a beautiful looking flag in here. To get that, you're getting another one. So look for the buys. There's no real trend line. You get a trend line in here. Any bullish setup while the trend line holds, you can look for the buy. If you get a break of the trend line, more than likely it's just going to be a correction, larger correction for more upside at this point, because we've got the C down on the H4. So looking at gold on the daily, like I said last week, we didn't break this low over here. We didn't break this low over here. So we're looking at it as an A, B, C in here, and then we get that C up for more downside. Because this one didn't break that low, we have to look at it as a larger flat at this stage. We had that nice, like I said last week, you know, we had that nice flag in here. It took pretty much all week to go. It's only really gone on Friday. Went on Friday. But yeah, it's starting to go now. So any bullish setup you get, why this trend line here holds, any bullish setup you get, you know, look for that buy. Here's your H100 fib, the first target. But yeah, look for the buys, why that trend line there holds. You know, WTI on the daily. So we're sort of looking at this as an A, B, C. This is looking corrective though. This is looking way too corrective. This is looking like we get a flat in here for another one down. So this was more than likely the end of the move, and then we're getting the larger correction in here before we get more upside. Looking at the H4, we were looking at this WXY X2 with bear hidden, and we've gone and break that low. We went and broke that low, but we got a flat in here. So like I said last week, we've got 3 down in here. So more than likely this isn't a wave Z. It was just a WXY, then an A, B, C as a larger correction before we get more downside. So you will have to be a little bit careful with the buys on this one, I think. Definitely you can take the buys because we do have more upside. Like you get an A, B, and this may turn into an expanding flat even, you know, before we get more downside, or it may be over and this wave C on the daily is over and wave Z on H4 was a wave Z. So, you know, you got a little flat in here. Like I said, I got in this one right down the bottom here, like I said last week. And we didn't get that X2 like we were looking for. We're looking for that WXY, possible bear hidden, and then fall over for a wave Z on the H1. It never went. We never got that Z down. Instead of it just pushed up, and you got a little flag in here. You got a nice little flag in here if you took this. If I can zoom in a bit, you got a nice little flag. You know? So any sort of buy setup you get, you can look to buy, but just be mindful of that flat, that it can come down and break that low. You may get just a bounce off the trend line and then it'll fall over on you. So just be a little bit careful with the buys, I think. The Bitcoin on the daily. So looking at that WXY, we still don't know. We have that bear hidden here, like I said, for the last couple of weeks, few weeks. We've got that bear hidden. So, you know, we really want to look for the short as some sort of an A, B, C, you know, and go and break that low. On the H4, we got this WXY. We're getting an X2 now. I put this idea out on TradingView up in here. It's looking more bullish because we had that bearish hidden on the daily. You know, I was looking at this as a second target, the low, and 38.2 retracement in wave X2. So this is looking like it's not over. We have all this bearish divergence, you know, you got to be very careful buying this, you know. You sort of are getting a buy set up here if you want to take it, you know, get it to break even at the break of the top if you do take it, because it may just, you know, break this top and then give another correction, break the top, give another correction, break the top. Can be quite choppy. On the H1, see, I'll put the trade idea out in here. You know, I was looking at this little flat here, go and break that low, you know. Now it's come straight back up. So if you did take it, more than likely you get break even or whatever. There's no bullish divergence. We got to try and find the B wave. There's no real B wave in it. Like we get little B waves like this, but a larger B wave, you know. We haven't got that bullish divergence, so more than likely all this is corrective, and we're still going down for that X2, and we're just going to get a lot of chop in here. You can't really look for the buy because you don't have that bullish divergence. It's risky, you know. If you do get a flag in here, you know, you may want to take it, just get it to break even. Definitely want to be at break even at the break of this top though, if you're looking for that buy. It's going to be a little bit difficult to trade Bitcoin at this stage if we don't get that X2 on the H4. So yeah, it's more scalps at the moment. Bitcoin. Looking at the SPX on the daily, we're starting to get closer to that 100 fib. It's just about there. So, you know, if we get up to this 100 fib, well, I definitely want to be looking for the shorts. We've got all this bearish divergence. Looking at the H4, we had that larger A, B, C. Then we got an A, B, C in the B wave, and then we're looking for that C up for the A, B, C. You're getting another little buy set up in here. Whether you want to take it, you know, we've got all this bearish divergence. It's like I said, I got into this one down in here as well and had it to break even just under this low. We'll win a little bit of profit under this low here last week. It is giving another buy set up here now, but pretty risky. But we're at tops. You got to be very careful buying at a high. Right? So I got in down on this little flag on here on the lower time frames, then moved to the break even. You got a little flat in here, you know. If you got into this little flag here, well, you know, you'd be at break even at the break of that top. You know, if you do get flags in here, you can take them, but it's getting very risky. You know, we will be getting bearish divergence, and these things can fall over at any time. You know, we're getting very close to that daily 100 fib. But if you look for the, you know, yeah, well, you're just scalping up here. If you're looking for the buys up here, it's scalping. AU 200. It's on the daily. We got all this bearish divergence, you know. It's only a matter of time before this falls over. Gives a larger daily correction. So on the H4, we were looking for this A, B, C. We got the C up, and we got the bearish divergence. This is looking very bearish in here. So we really want to be looking for that sell. This one here, this is a B wave. So sort of got an A, B, C in here. We get an A, B, C, get a C up, and then give us something to give us some sort of, if we get another one up here, then look for the sell. It doesn't look complete. Sort of, because this is the B wave in here. We can see how choppy that B wave is. So we get an A, B, C as a running flat in here. Then you get that A, B, C up before you get that larger A, B, C or fall over on you. I'm only looking for the sells up here. You know? There's no real sell set up on it at the moment. If anything, it's a buy set up at the moment. You know? you're getting a little bullish flag in here, you know, for buy. But if you're going to take it, you know, be very careful. And it's like I said, same as SPX, it's only going to be a scalp. Looking at the DAX on the daily, again, this one's just about up to that 100 fib as well. It's not far off, but this is still looking bullish up here. We'll have to look at what all this correction is. But yeah. So we got the 5 up on the H4. Then we're looking at this as a B, C for a larger correction. Then we got an A up. We're getting some sort of a B wave in here, and then you can look for upside. It doesn't look complete. This doesn't look complete. Because we got bear hidden in here. You have to be very careful. This one didn't go and break that low. So more than likely, this is some sort of an A, B, C up in here before you get an A, B, C. Finish off that B wave. It just doesn't look complete to me. I'll be looking for another one up here for an A, B, C before you look for, you know, your self setup. And this self setup, if you do get it, you definitely want to be taking it, because it can just fall over on you. Or it may just give you the C down to finish off the B wave and then give you more upside. But either way, I'd be just waiting for that A, B, C around that 100 fib. Get any sell set up around the 100 fib, you know, look for the sell. The FTSE on the daily. This one we're just about up to that 100 fib as well. This one's not really playing very nice because, you know, we really wanted that C down in here before we look for that buy. But, yeah. So we had that nice impulse up. So we were looking for the buy. Looking for that retracement. Come back to the 50 fib. You're sort of getting a buy set up in here for a running flat, little running flat in here on the lower time frames. If we go down on the H1, we might see it. See, on the H1 last week, I was looking for that Z down. We never got none of the Z downs with that bear hidden. So none of the bear hiddens played out last week. But yeah, you're getting this. It's giving you a buy setup. Very slow. I wouldn't take it. You know, to take this running flat here, you really want to break out and then give you a bullish flag and go. It's given you a flag in here before it's actually gone. I'd be looking for the sells. Definitely just be concentrating on the sells. You get any sort of sell set up. You know, break down here, sell set up. Just, you know, you definitely want to take the sell, because that bearish hidden divergence still may play out. We haven't broken above that top, so it's still possible that bear hidden plays out and it does go and break that top, or gives us that larger correction deep down to the 90 fib or 78.6, and then, you know, before it gives more upside, I'll be looking for the sell. So I hope you enjoyed the weekly outlook this week. Take care, enjoy your weekend, and I'll see you out there next week.